Hi, this is Marisha. You're on my channel Triloka. I'm doing some Lenormand readings for the month of June 2019. I've already pulled 9 card spread, and I've used 2 different decks. The second deck is used as the clarifiers. Okay, so the first row is lilies, the key, the locket. Okay. Overall, I see some kind of stress. Okay, stress. Situation. Okay, there might be arguments, there might be things which is coming up which wasn't expected at work. Okay, some of you might be losing jobs. Okay, this reading is for the VIRGO people. Okay, anyways, it would be put on the title. So I see some of you VIRGO people might be losing a job. Okay. Yeah. Might get terminated. Yeah. Because the sickle has come out twice. Okay. So there is so much anxiety related to this. Okay. With the mice card up here and the sickle card mirroring each other, and the fox card is always a work card for me. Okay. Most of the time. Okay. So I want to say some of you VIRGO people might be having some issues at work, and some of you might be losing their jobs. Okay, so let's start from the top. Okay, the first row is the lilies, the key, the locket. Okay. So there is some kind of communication. There is some kind of communication which will be in harmony. Okay. This again will be related to your job situation. Okay. So even if things seems like to be ending, there might be help coming in with through a friend. Okay, because why I said there is communication, although there's nothing about it in the first row, although there is in the clarifiers. But when I looked at the owls up here, I want to say there is some kind of peace coming up. If you're faced with anguish in your work situation, you will find some kind of relief because through a friend. Okay, so you might be having some communication with a friend in regards to your situation, and that friend would come up with some opportunity. Okay, why I say opportunity is because the child card had popped out at the end after the sickle actually. Okay, when I pulled the sickle, they didn't want to stop there, they wanted to give me another card, and that showed me because if that's the ending card, it's not a good place to enter reading. So they actually gave me there is some, after the ending there is some kind of new beginning as well, and this is actually related to your work. Okay, the moon card is also a work card for me. So when I look at the lilies, there is some kind of challenges which you're going to face. Okay, because the lily, the whip card is there, and then you have the sickle. So you're going to face some kind of challenges. Okay. You're going to suffer if you're going to lose your job, but then you have the lease up there, which is kind of the peacemaker kind of um, card for me. And it's like if your heart is going to stop, and you put in something like the pacemaker, it's like it will start your heart or something of that sort. Okay. Anyways, that card usually brings out that image for me, and I want to say when you start to face these challenges, if news comes in, okay, in regards to a termination, and if you start speaking about it to your friend, because the bird card is there, okay, so if you're going to face a challenge with the mountain card, you start speaking about it with the bird card, and there is some kind of transformation coming into the situation. That's why the whole spread started with the lilies, okay. So the situation is going to calm down, although it's going to seem like a shitty situation to be in with the with card in the center, okay. But okay, it's going to calm down. It's going to calm down. Even if you're losing a job, there might be something coming up with the chart card, okay. With the stock card, I'll say the same thing. There will be new horizons, okay. But you have to, okay, if you're not in the situation still, okay, yet, you need to start seeking help from your friends, okay, and there might be an opportunity which just pops out, and somebody an old colleague might have a position which might be apt for you, and they would say just join us, okay. So you need to start seeking help from others, or just apply for positions, and the stroke will happen, okay. This transformation will happen, some kind of new opportunity will come up. And this new opportunity you might need to travel, okay, from the place where you are. So it might be in another city or another country, okay. So there might be a chance because the rider is there. So whatever new okay opportunity is coming up, you will it might be at a distance, because with the cross path you might need to take a decision for this new stability, okay, with the anchor card. Just a moment. Sorry about that. Okay, going back to the first row again. The key card is in center, and we get the flower and the tray, okay. So there is some kind of, when I spoke about the store card, there is some kind of transformation is coming up, okay. Even if you will face issues, okay, with the termination or the situation at work, there might be some kind of good luck which is coming your way in regards to your stability, okay. This opportunity which is coming up, okay, this kind of transition you will be having after you lose your job, okay. The new opportunity which is coming up might be a better in some way regards to your old job or situation, okay. Some way it is much more beneficial to you to move on, okay. So it's kind of a good change, okay. Also it's shitty situation losing a job, but it's going to turn out well. With the locket card, I want to say you might have it might stress you out, okay. Initially it might stress you out regards to I've got the fish and the mice. So initially you might be stressed out regards to your money situation, okay. If you're losing a job, then obviously you'll have to pay your rent, etc., okay, bills, etc., food, water, accommodation, etc., etc. So you might be stressed out regards to that, but that is going to be sorted, okay. We'll go to the second row. We've got the man. We've got the whip and the owls. So with the birds in there. Okay. Yeah. If you are not in this situation yet, okay, and this is coming up in the month of June, Okay, if you haven't had any inkling about losing this job, okay, uh, and you're going to find out about it, because with the journal card in between, as a clarifier for the whip, I want to say it might be something which is coming up. Okay, I want to say there is a new opportunity where, again the child card. Okay, there is this new opportunity related with the moon card. Exactly, look at this, the child and the moon came out together along with the book. Okay, book is hidden, like it hasn't revealed itself, but these two cards are together. And again, this one and this one came out together. Okay, one is behind the deck and this one just wanted to pop out at the last, after the sickle card. So yes, there is something new along the lines, in regards to your work situation. Okay, there is something new and it might not have been revealed yet. Okay, so this situation is completely new. Okay, it is going to happen. Okay, it is unfortunate, but I see it is good. Okay, because below the deck is again the fox, and why I say it is good transition, because we have the path here, and this is an extra card in this deck, and it's like kind of a destiny card. Okay, it is meant to happen, that kind of a card. So along with the fox card is like a work card again to me. um, yeah, so this, I would say at this stage, it is planned out. It is universal. Okay, the universe has planned it out for you. It is destined that you lose the job, so you get the new one. Okay, so whatever is coming forth, it is meant to happen. Okay, so going back to the second line, I keep diverting. Anyways. So with the man, I see the sun and the ship. So you have to travel. Okay, this person has to travel, and there is lots of talks going on about this. There is lots of chatter about this. Okay, and with the owl and the birds and the whip card, I want to say. There is lots of arguments. Maybe it wasn't easy for you to accept that you're losing the job. So yeah, that kind of thing. And yeah, there is stressed out chatter as well. So you might be talking with your friends or your partner, etc., regards to how it's going to affect your well-being. Okay, so that energy is in there. But yet, this is where I'm saying you have to talk with your friends. Probably that person, the dog card is there, and the heart. Okay, so somebody who's close to you, you need to talk with that person. That's when things will be sorted out with the lily. So birds, you have to do the communication. Okay, start looking out, start asking people for help, and the new opportunity will be presented to you. Okay, with the child and the moon, and the moon. Okay, something which you haven't expected. Okay, and it comes forth a new opportunity. And then I want to say you might need to travel. uh, yeah, with the sun. Okay, this man will need to travel uh, for the new work. Okay. Yeah, it might be somewhere at a long distance. Okay, maybe in the same city. No, sorry, maybe not in the same city. So a different city, or maybe in a different country as well. Okay. um, you might need to travel to a place which is hot most of the time, like it is warm most of the time. Yeah. So let's go to the third row, which is the mice, the fox, the sickle. Okay, so what I see is again, not going back to the same situation as terminating a job, etc. I'm not going to repeat the same thing, but I want to say up here, um, this might be just not for a man, okay, because here I was seeing a man, but in the mice, this could be a for women as well, okay. We are reading for the Virgo people out there. So I strongly feel the man is getting terminated, okay. uh, but if it is a woman, then it is your situation as well. I want to say at this stage, probably you might be having issues with the man whom I'm speaking to. You might be having issues with a lady at your workplace, with the tower and the uh, lady along with the sickle. Okay, the same sickle up here. Okay, so. Uh, she might be taking the decision, okay, to terminate you. uh, yeah, that might be one situation. um, but yet with the fox card, I'm getting the path, uh, the stars and the letter. So I'm seeing this communication, this written communication is the best way to move forward. Okay, so if you're getting terminated, it will be written out. Okay, it's not going to be verbal. So whatever the communication, it's coming um, um, in a written format. And yeah, don't worry about it, because it's meant to happen. Okay, with the path card up there, it's meant to happen. Sorry about it, it's like 2:10 a.m. up here. I'm just a little tired. Okay. With the sickle card, what I'm getting here is a message coming through with a rider card and cross path, and there is an anchor. So yes, although you're getting the same story, although you're getting terminated, okay, you're getting a notice period, etc. The message comes in for some kind of decision you need to take regards to your stability. Okay, so with the child card, there is something new which is coming up. It's the same thing over and over again, so I'll just leave it at that. Yeah. I don't see this as a relationship reading at all. This is mostly a career reading, a work reading, and I see some kind of a change coming up. Although it might start like a bad change with losing a job, but it's not going to be all that bad. Well, okay, what was that at the end? Because the bear card was in, I remember, just a moment. That was a cross path. These cards, and what was the other one? I think these two cards, there was another one. Right, okay. I also want to say to some of you people out there, when this happens, okay, when this change regards your work happens, whomever I was speaking to earlier, if you have to move cities or country for your work situation, for your new job situation, then you will have to cut ties with a woman, okay, because there was situation where I was seeing the sickle and the woman, and I was a little confused with that. If you have noticed, I was just looking at it for a long time. And I concluded it might be a woman who might be terminating you at the office because it came out with the tower. Uh, the lady and the sickle. So I just want to put it out there because I remember, behind the deck when I pulled out these clarifiers, we had the bear card up there. So I just want to finish it off saying it might not be the woman who is terminating you. Okay, there might be another story. You might be losing your job, but in order for you to transition to your new job, which is outside the country or which is outside the state, whatever the case may be, you might have had a relationship with a person at work, okay, with a lady at work. So if you're moving out of you have to move out of that workplace, then you will have to cut ties with that woman as well, okay. Yeah, this lady might be somebody who's older to you as well, okay. uh, yeah, something like that. So I just want to put it there since I was seeing that in earlier and I missed it out. So yeah, you might have had some kind of a fling or a relationship at work, and since you're losing the job, you cannot continue with it. So you'll have to cut ties with that one. So how much minutes? 21 minutes. No. Okay, what I'll do is I'll check whether you have some extra messages for the Virgo people out there for the month of June 2019. What is this Lily's up here from? One more card, please. It's just a plain card deck. So with the ladies, what I see is you're going to be stressed out, okay, losing something, and you have no idea how to make things meet, okay, and it is going to have an emotional toll, okay. This is for the lily card. And it's going to affect your mental space, just thinking how things are going to work out. With the key, I told you it's a work situation, so it's repeating, it's a work situation, and you're going to be hurt by this situation, okay. People whom you have trusted is somehow not supporting you, okay. That's coming up. What else? Just a moment. Yeah. So people whom you have trusted in the past is going to put you out in the cold. Okay. With the next card. Yeah, yeah. I see in the first row you're going to be heartbroken. Okay. For some reason, not for some reason. I've already explained why. But I see you're going to be pretty much heartbroken in the month of June 2019 when this happens. Okay, if it hasn't happened yet, when this happens, it's going to hurt you pretty much. Okay, emotionally, you might feel betrayed. Okay, and with the third card, the heart card. I see depression. Okay. You can't think straight. Yeah, and this is not what you expected. That's what I'm getting from here. And yeah, that is there. What about the man, gentleman? What about the man here? What do we have with the man? I see there is a reason for you to celebrate, okay? But initially the man is thinking, okay, with the mice card, the man is thinking, he's fighting it alone. Nobody is on his side, okay? Because earlier I told you about the betrayal, okay? People were not whom he trusted is not on his side anymore, okay? And he pretty much feel like uh, he have lost the war, okay, that kind of a feeling, okay, because nobody is there to support. And what else, he doesn't know what to do about it, okay, he doesn't see how to go about it. Yeah, but still, since I've told you the story earlier itself, there is a reason to celebrate when this opportunity comes up. Let's see, with the whip, is there anything else? With the whip card, I want to say you feel pretty much betrayed, okay? That has affected you, and you pretty much exhausted with how people have treated you, okay? Uh, People who were your friends have turned their back, okay? Maybe you might have done something, okay? Yeah, and it's stressing you out, okay? Just thinking about it, that you have no one to support you, okay? That is burdening your mind. Just thinking about it, stressing you out, it is putting you in a very depressed state. And I want to say you can't handle it, okay? Yeah, you're pretty much stressed out. Whatever the owls here. I feel a stuck energy, okay? And yeah, I feel at the end you feel like with the apple card up here, um, you don't know what to do about it. You are pretty much stuck. You don't know how to move forward, okay? And yeah, you have lost your passion, okay? Maybe it is because of your situation, like how the people treated you. You lost hopes, okay? Uh, I also want to say you do not trust, you do not know whom to trust again, okay? Yes. I get the energy. You feel like you are battling it all by yourself, like you're on one side and the whole world is on the other end. That kind of a situation. Like your thought process is like that, but nobody is there to help you out. Okay? You're stuck like that. Get out of it, because there is again something new, which is much better. Okay, what about this mice card? So if you're watching this reading, don't sit and sulk, okay? Do the talking, okay? And this will come up. Okay, what about the mice card? How many minutes? 20. What about the mice card? What do we have about the mice card? Okay. Okay, you feel abundant, okay? Not abundant. uh, like left out in the cold, that kind of energy. Okay. I want to say by now you want to release yourself from that energy. When it comes to the mice, mm, you want to see when you come to this stage, you have so much anxiety about it, but yet you're willing to move out of your situation. Okay. I think by this first two row you had enough of the sulking. Okay, you're fighting by yourself, but then you realize that's it. Now we have to move on to make things, to survive actually. Okay, and you make a decision. You make a decision to get out of your situation. Probably you might be serving a notice period or something, and you realize it's time to start networking. Yeah. What about the fox? I see lots of arguments. Okay. Loads of arguments, even with the web card and the fox. Lots of arguments at work. Okay. And I see you're anxious as well. Okay. You don't know who is going to spread rumors about you, that kind of energy. Let's see. There is lots of crap going on at your workplace. Maybe there are other people who's fighting for your position. Okay, to get your position. Yeah. So I want to say with the fox energy, it is people who are actually taking the energy, a vibe of a fox. Okay, so they are not revealing their true face. Okay, they are being manipulative. They might seem like they are on your side, but they are actually not. They have their own benefits or agenda to, you know. They're making plans. They're being very deceptive. They're being very clever about it. Okay, and I want to say probably the people who you might be serving a notice period, and the people who are conversing with you might be doing that for their own benefit, if that makes sense to you. Okay, because I see that there's lots of competitiveness with this card. And I want to say, even if you've lost a job, people are shameless enough to approach you to see whether they will get your position even before you moved out from your chair. That's interesting to deal with people like that. Okay. What about the sickle card? Do you want to say anything else about the sickle card? Two more cards. So this came out as an advice actually. They're asking not to wait on things to work out, like in the current workspace itself. You need to this is like an advice. Okay, you need to keep it cordial. Okay, if there is lots of shit going around you, keep it cordial. Okay, anyways, you're leaving the workspace, so why even bother? Yeah. Don't stress yourself out. It's okay. Don't have the vengeance in you that you're going to blaze the place up. The burn down the place before you leave it. No, don't do that. Yeah, or leave a good impression before you leave. That's what I will say, because it's not going to work out for you anyways. Okay, you're not going to stay there anymore, but you're going to be in a better, happy space shortly. So yeah, even if you're getting you're getting removed, okay, you're getting terminated from this place. uh, don't wait around for things to work out, that you will be able to retain that position. Okay, if you try, no, that's not going to happen. um, because there is something new coming up. Okay, and it will be something which will make you happy. Okay, which will make you abundant as well. Okay, so earlier as well, if I think I remember correctly, I said this position is way better, because it would be beneficial somehow than your previous position. So that would be it for the Virgo people. This is Marisha. You are my channel Triloka. Until next time, bye.